What's up everyone, I'm glad you found this video. I hope you're all doing fine, I hope you're all healthy. Welcome to this tutorial, and today, like you probably saw in the title already, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make your hi-hats more interesting, how to give them that extra sauce, everything you need to make your hi-hats sound better. So as you can see, I already made a simple drum pattern. This is what it sounds like, and the hi-hats, they're very boring, so there's nothing special happening to it, and that's why we are going to add that extra sauce to make it as special as possible.
Yeah, boy.
So the first thing you can do is, when you have the kicks layered like this, usually they're on the C5, you drag them down one note, and when you go back to the hi-hats, you're gonna see exactly where the kicks are. So if you want to add rolls to the kicks, it won't be hard for you to notice where they are. So if I play the hi-hats right now with these rolls, this sort of sounds like. It's a very simple difference, but it still gives it a lot more bounce than it was before. Another thing that you can do is, when you make these rolls, is you just drag some of them down or play around with the pitch. So if I go, for example, to this one and that one, just play around with it, and then you'll see automatically that it gets way more special if you give it those simple differences. And another thing that we're going to do right now is we're going to try to add some lower notes to it. So as you can hear, there's already a huge difference between the first hi-hats I showed you guys and these ones. But if you listen right here, in my opinion, the lower notes, they're way too high, so they're way too loud. That's why we are going to play around with the velocity as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is drag them down a bit. Now they already sound way better to me, but the next thing you can do is you can play around with the velocity of all the hi-hats. So when you press Alt R, you can immediately get randomization in the velocity, and you can just even play around with how much you want. So in this case, I always use a slight difference, something like this, and then if you play them again, it might not be as noticeable as you thought it would be, but it's these details that make the big difference. Another thing that I like to do in particular for this hat roll right here is play around with the velocity, but make it sound special, so different than the others. Alright, so now that you have your hat roll basically done, or at least as good as you want it to be, when you pay attention to detail, you can play around with the knobs on this area. So even though most of you probably already seen the video of Metro Boomin,
I pulled this out up on the hi-hats a little bit just to, you know, make them a little short.
showing how he switches the out knob a bit, I'm still going to show you guys anyways. So if you have the hi-hats and you drag this one out, you can hear that the hi-hats get shorter, so they get more tight actually. I'm just going to do it a little bit, like this maybe. And that's it.
Nice.
Another thing that you can do, even though it seems very obvious, to make your hi-hat sound more special is play around with the pitch. So sometimes when I listen to the hi-hats, I just drag the pitch down 100 cents, and then you automatically have a difference. The last tip I can give you guys is, when you go to your mixer channel and you go to gross beat, you can add a gross beat to the hi-hats. And one thing that you can do is go to the basic 8, everyone has it, and if you listen, you can hear that it kind of reverses the hi-hat, but it gives it a stop. So to not want the stop, but you want the reverse part,
Confusion of the highest.
the only thing you gotta do is drag this one down to 50%, and then this is the result you get. So it gives it something special, it gives it something unique, and if you like it, you can even play around with other settings of gross beat. So if you have it on 50%, you can just switch and see what you like most. So I kind of like this, so I'm gonna keep this one for this tutorial in particular, but that's basically all you need to know. So those are like tricks and things I use. You can also use effect tricks. Me personally, I'm still not so good at effect tricks because I just got it recently, so I still need a lot of lessons, or at least a lot of training to be good at it. But these are all things that I usually do to make my hi-hat sound more interesting more special and more unique. So let me know in the comments below what tricks you use, what secret things you do to your hi-hats. I'll definitely check every comment and I'll reply to all you guys, and I'll probably see you guys most definitely in the next tutorial very soon.